I'm not really sure how I got to be so honored by being part of Team Bud. I'm from St. Louis, so kind of a partnership made in heaven, just two brands that got started in St. Louis. So it's been wonderful. And to have them be a part of creating this 225-foot mural in Manhattan and having the 6 Paralympic and Olympic athletes on there, it's amazing. You know, you want to be supported by people that really believe in you, and Budweiser definitely has done that. They've proven time and time again that they share our values as far as, dedication, commitment, hard work, and they're very much dedicated to their craft just as we're dedicated to our craft. So it's been a great partnership. My youth soccer years, super impactful. Like I said, I'm born and raised in St. Louis, which is a hotbed for soccer. And so I grew up playing on community teams. I'd go to my local park and play with the boys that I'd go to school with. And that team actually became a club team. And so I was a girl on the club team, and we played indoor and outdoor soccer. So I got all these different, variations of the game that I think have really carried on to my professional career. And I would go spend weekends watching the professional indoor team, the St. Louis Ambush and St. Louis Steamers. And so I was just surrounded by soccer growing up. And I think when you have that, it kind of lifts your appreciation of the game, but also your understanding of the game to a different level. That's great. I mean, I think you go through different levels of development during all those times, but I think what was the most important for me was probably college. I had a wonderful college coach, and I was also kind of making my way into youth national programs and senior national programs, and that's when I first got cut from a team. That's never happened to me before. I had never really had a rocky road when it came to soccer, and I got a chance to play for the senior team, but it was short-lived because they didn't feel I was a complete player. And so they kind of set me back with the U23s, which is a youth national team. And to kind of have that setback and to struggle and to not make it back for another few years, it really tested my resolve and how much I wanted it. And I found a lot out about myself and that I really did want it. And I was willing to sacrifice and dedicate and do whatever it took to make it back to the level that I had dreamed about playing on. I like to say that some roles hold less glory, but they're no less important. And defending, I absolutely believe, wins championships. And for me, what I love about being a defender is that it's more of a mind game. And I use my brain as a defender probably more than any other position on the field. I have to outsmart my opponent. I have to think before they think. I have to figure out what they're going to do before they figure out what they're going to do. So in that respect, it's fun because it's really a mind battle. Usually I gauge my performance on myself. I mean, I never compare myself to anyone else because that's not progress, that's not success. It's making yourself better day in and day out. So I know for myself in my personal game, there are things that I need to improve on. And so if I feel from one game to the next that I've, reached a different level or I saw something faster than I didn't see before, to me, that's success. A lot of evaluation, a lot of training camps. Every training camp, every training session is an evaluation. And at any point, I can be cut. And that's something so every single day you have to bring it. And every game is kind of like a final exam. So, you train and study all week, and then you have that final test. And you pass it or you fail it, and it pretty much messes you up for the semester or not for the semester. So it's tough because you always have to bring a certain level, and it has to be elite, and it has to be constant. And I think consistency when you reach a certain level is one of the hardest things to have. I've had a few. I've been really fortunate in my career. I think winning a gold medal in 2012 in London, and then I think winning in Canada in 2015. These are, two huge moments in my career, the pinnacles of my sport. And I was fortunate enough to be on the winning side of that and to experience that on the field with my teammates after everything that we had gone through preparing for it. It's hard to explain, but the sense of accomplishment when you hold that medal or that trophy just makes it all worth it.